Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Coach Cherry Minas from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Leapformation. This coaching conversation is for individuals who are wanting to move forward because they do not like where they are now. They are looking for their purpose, the meaning of life, because where they are now is not enough. Um, I do not like where I am now and I want to move forward. I believe there's something more in life than what I have now, is the conversation in their head. And I want to help these people to find that missing piece by providing them a safe space to actually express so that they can receive feedback. And in the space that I'm creating, they will grow and they will find their superpowers so that they become empowered to live a better and beautiful life. So, thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital space, digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. If it's raining where you are, tell me it's raining. And if you have a sunny day, if you have the sun there, you can see the sun, then tell us that you see the sun. Please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. You may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. Especially now that a lot of us are home, a lot of us are still working from home because of the pandemic. Plus, we have this bad weather, and a lot of us are home, are inside our buildings because yes, where I am now, it's still raining. If you are watching this on a replay, please do comment hashtag replay. I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. If you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. So, how have you been, everyone? How are you today? Please write it in the chat box below and say hi to someone. So, thank you for being here. If you were with me last Tuesday at same time, then you have known that we have talked about seismic wave and we related um, earthquake and tsunami to traumas in our life. So, if you want to know more about that, then you can go back to my talk last Tuesday, and it's available in in the YouTube in our YouTube channel, Coach AI-Connect. So check it out. So hello everyone, how have you been? Again, our topic for today is entitled "Anti-Doping in Sports: Truth Shall Be Revealed." And later on, you will know why this is our topic for today. So yes, before we continue, let me tell you a little bit about myself, especially for those who are just new in our digital space. So I am Coach Cherry Minas. I am a certified life coach with Life Coach Philippines. I got through the certificate through co-actively co-create life coach certification program of Master Coach A. And if you want to know more about that certification, if you want to be a certified life coach like me, you'll know that later at the end of this presentation. So I am also a chemical engineer. I'm a licensed chemical engineer. And yes, I graduated from St. Louis University, Baguio. It was April 2011 when I passed the board. So hello to my batchmate. Hello, hello. That's how old I am. You can count. It's okay. So during my first year, when I was still like, I don't know what to do in life, or I just want to, I just want to work and earn money. My first job was a technical engineer. So I was a support for sales for lubricants. So that was my first job, and I shifted into sales. So sales naman ngayon. I was a technical sales executive for a local distributor of laboratory equipment. So there. And I am a travel bug. Yes, I love to travel. And what does travel gives me? It's the newness of like you're in a new place. So there. But I dread packing. So you pack your bag and then go to another place because yes, I tried. I when I was working in when I was assigned in Mindanao, like the whole of Mindanao, I was traveling a lot and I was packing my bag a lot. So there. I am also Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach A, and I am public speaking scholar of Master Coach A. So as a Master Builder Apprentice, we build tribe to make your unstoppable dream come true. And you know what? I have founded and I have created a tribe called the Delta FX Coaching Tribe. So in my introduction, I said that I have a mission and I stated the people that I wanted to help. So this is the space where we meet. This is just a vehicle. I made it in Facebook group, so you can, if you want to join me and you want to talk about transformation and the things that surrounds it, then join me inside the group, the Facebook group, the Delta FX Coaching Tribe, and we'll take it from there. So, why Delta? Let me explain that. So, you've been hearing the word Delta because of the new variant of virus, right? So, Delta actually is used in chemical equations. And when you say it in chemical equations, that means there's heat. Heat is released or heat is added in the system. So the symbol is a triangle. So that's delta. And in physics, it means change. So you are even in formulas. Actually, we say that delta S means change in entropy. Delta T, small t, means change in time, and delta capital T means change in temperature. So you have temperature 1 and temperature 2, and the change between that is your delta, the delta T. So that is why I named my community the Delta Effects, because when you come inside the community and you will experience change, transformation in yourself. So that's what we want to have in our community. And the main thing that I want to do is to help individuals who are actually looking for the meaning of their lives, for the purpose of their lives, because what they have now is they believe that is not what they are called for. They believe they have this, um, conversations going on in their head that is this life, is this what life is? I believe not. And I believe that I am made for something greater, and I believe that I can do more. If you have those conversations in your life and you want help and you believe that you need a community where you can express so that you can receive good feedback, then come in, join my community, join the Delta FX Coaching Tribe. So there are this is what it means to be inside the Delta FX Coaching Tribe. And you know what? If you've seen this movie, yes, the X-Men movie, you know that these guys, these girls, they are superheroes because they have superpowers. But then they call them mutants. But then in the community, in the society where they grew up, they were considered an outcast. Like, you do not belong here because you are different. And if you have that experience that, like, you are not accepted in the space where you are because you're different, then join me inside the Delta FX Coaching Tribe so that I can help you unleash that superpower. And actually, because you know that you have that superpower, but in the tribe will help you unleash that superpower, and I'll help you actually use it, put it into good use. Because sometimes you have that superpower, you know that you have talent, you know that you have something to bring into the table, but because of fear, because of a lot of things going on in your mind, because of maybe not a really good upbringing, because of certain mindsets and perspective and habits that you have, you are self-sabotaging yourself in the way of your own success. If you are that person, then join me inside the Delta FX coaching tribe. What do? Just go into the Facebook search and then type there the Delta FX coaching tribe, and then click that, and then please answer all the questions so that I can know you more, and then so that I can, um, I can approve your request to join that tribe. I'm excited to see you there. So there. And because you are here, I don't want you to waste your time. Your time is precious. Your time is valuable. So I want you to come in here and be intentional in learning, and whatever you will learn today, and you'll say, aha, that's it. I would like you to take that, write it in your journal, write it in a paper, write it in your social media accounts, in your Facebook, and maybe in your stories, and put in there hashtag pack my bag moment, hashtag coaching think talk, because this is coaching think talk, and of course the name of our tribe, hashtag the Delta FX, so that I can easily find you. So there. So let's proceed to our topic for today. Again, we're going to talk about anti-doping in sports, and uh, truth. Let's talk about truth and integrity. So for me, it's an exciting topic. I hope you'll be excited. So if you have been hearing that, yes, Olympics have started already. So let's congratulate our contender, one of our contender who won the gold medal. So congratulations, kababayan, Heidelin Diaz. So a lot of people, even those people who are not into sports, they were really happy because yes, for for about 100 years, finally our national anthem was sung in the Olympics. So congratulations again to our representative, our weightlifter Heidi Lynn Diaz. Woohoo! So congratulations to all of us Filipinos. Mabuhay ka! So yes, and this is my inspiration. The Olympics is my inspiration of me doing that talk today, of our topic today. So yes, and to all the other contenders who have not yet played, um, yeah, good luck. Ganbate. So yeah, there. So it's you all know that it's supposed to be last year, but because of the pandemic, it was moved. And thank God it had been it had been going on. And it started actually in July 23. So it will end in August 8. So there, yeah, sa lahat ng nag-aabang, I believe there are channels where you can watch your favorites, your favorite sports, your favorite athletes. So let's talk about anti-doping. So you will hear anti-doping a lot in sports. So be it Olympics, be it FIFA, be it NFL or other, other sports. So you'll hear the word anti-doping, doping. So these words. So what does this actually mean? What is anti-doping? What is doping, and all these things? So doping is the use of prohibited substances to enhance performance in sports. So that is doping. Another definition from Transparent International is that doping is a catch-all term. That means sports crimes that aim to chemically modify the performance of a player to influence the result of a match or competition. So keep that in mind. That is doping. That is why our topic today is anti-doping. So more about doping. Doping refers to an action taken to improve the performance of a player. Yeah, because you want to improve your performance, you manipulate it chemically by taking some drugs. And you know what? It's just not improving the performance of the player, but also it can debilitate or reduce the performance of a player. So who do that? So yes, and that happens. So who is WADA? So WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agencies, lead a collaborative worldwide movement for doping-free sport, and um, that is their logo, and what they say is play true, and others would say play fair. And actually, there are other agencies, there are other organizations where some would have a national agency or organization, um, where where their aim is to have uh, doping free sport, and that's what we want because we want a fair play. So that's what it is. So what is doping? According to my definition a while back, according to this one, it's not just about you taking that prohibited substance, that prohibited, let's just say substance, because if it's a prohibited drug, then it's another, uh, it's actually per se, it's a prohibited drug. But for this one, for the sake of this topic, anti-doping, then we'll use prohibited substance. Okay, so yeah, that is in the law, in the code of WADA, of what they have agreed on, of having a doping free sports or having a doping free game. These are the inclusions, not only that they need to find it in your system. So actually, how do they find that? They actually would check your urine and um, blood tests to know if you have taken that substance. And usually it's mass spectrometry that they use to determine if you have this in your system. And next week, that will be our topic. So be excited and come in to know more about what mass spectrometry would do to help you identify what substance is being taken by this athlete that is prohibited. So there. So number one is, if you have you will be banned, you will be banned, or you will have an issue, playing, if you are the athlete, playing, if you have any of these eight. So number one is to have the presence of prohibited substance in an athlete sample. So that is your urine sample or your blood sample. If they find that prohibited substance in that, then yes, you have defied the anti-doping codes. Number two is the use or attempted use of a prohibited substance or method. So that means if they find it in your property, you can be questioned actually. Because when you go in, you will be checked of these things. Number three is if refusing to submit a sample collection after being notified. So there. Number four is the failure to file athlete whereabouts information in missed test. So if you missed your test and you have failed to actually notify the body doing this, that of your whereabouts, then yeah, you will be questioned. Next would be tampering with any parts of the doping control process. So yes, there had been issues where some labs have tampered the results of their athletes. So yes, that's a big question, and that is against the rules of WADA. Number six would be possession of a prohibited substance or method. Mhm. And then trafficking a prohibited substance or method, because others would actually sell it to to other athletes. Like one athlete has it and convince the others directly or even indirectly that they should use it. And that is trafficking because they are actually, you know, uh, they're actually bringing that to the table. And yeah, trafficking. Next is administering. So yeah, uh, administering or attempting to administer a prohibited substance or method to an athlete. So those are the things that should be considered questionable and to be investigated, to be probed. when you are joining a competition, and this WADA or other organizations who want it to play fair, who want the game fair, these things are the things that they will administer or the things that they will check or see. Okay, so yes, what are these are some, but you can go into the internet and check all the prohibited substances that an athlete should not have. So first is anabolic steroids. So they're human growth hormones, and I've read that a lot of, like, one person who is just 15 years old has actually used this one. So they're metabolic modulators, which enhance endurance and suppress estrogen production, and diuretics used to flush out other drugs or help the athlete quickly lose weight. So yeah, especially when, di ba kapag, let's say boxing, they have weight na required, or even other sports, 'di ba may mga ano kasi yan, may mga categories. So they need to lose weight immediately, then they use diuretics. So actually those are banned drugs. If they find it in your system, then may mga ano yan, may mga consequences. So maybe you will be banned forever, you'll be banned for 2 years, but yeah, there are negative consequences. So there are other substances that are used by athletes that can be actually okay, especially if they are using it for therapy. You know that, of course, if you're an athlete, you train, and if you hurt yourself, sometimes you need drugs to ease the pain, and may mga drugs na ganon. But when for these things, for this our examples here, at any time hindi mo dapat i-take if you are an athlete. So there. So while athletes are competing, stimulants, cannabinoids, yung sa cannabis, narcotics and glucocorticoids, which reduce pain and inflammation, are also banned. So sabi ko nga kanina, may mga tinatawag tayong therapeutic. So pwede siyang gamitin, especially pag yun nga na injury, and kailangan niya talaga yun, pero not in the competition. So yun yung mga differences ng mga drugs na to. So even other, di ba yung ibang states, other countries like Canada, allowed cannabis already, na yung marijuana na ginagamit to treat, to treat illness. They are actually using that, but when you are competing during the competition, you cannot use that one. So there. And a lot of these things actually can lead to addiction, which was my topic in one of my brewing live. So yeah. And we all know that makita din dito nakasulat tour the doping. So if you know that there is this sikat na cyclist who is a cancer survivor actually, and when he was winning, nung naging champion siya for like 6 years, I believe, all those times gumamit siya ng banned drugs. And I don't know if they don't have that method before, bakit hindi siya na-check. Pero later on na-check. And actually, he returned, umamin siya, and he returned all the things, yung money na napanalunan niya, pati yung mga medals niya. Binalik niya yun. And one thing that I can remember, if you remember the Reply 1988, di ba? May Korean series na Reply 1988. So, totoo talagang noong 1988, may naman sa Korea, sa Seoul, Korea, nangyari ang Olympics 1988. And during that time, may isa din doon na who was stripped with his gold medal, running event yun with his gold medal, because it was found out that he used prohibited substance. So yeah, what are your ideas about this? What comes to mind? What do you think of these doping techniques, of these things that they are actually using. Ano yung mga thoughts nyo? Kasi yun yung next natin pag-uusapan. So tell me in the chat box, what are your thoughts? So greet natin yung mga na kasama natin ngayon na who are here actually. So yon, what are your thoughts? So if you are an athlete, have you heard about this one? Because I was an athlete in high school. Yan. So I was an athlete in high school and nung time namin we were in high school and I was in a Catholic school na hindi kami nakakalabas na sa loob lang kami. Yeah, I played in the Rizal Stadium in Manila, yung malapit sa Rojas Boulevard. Yeah, sa Manila yun, di ba? So yun. I played there all track and field events na try ko except high jump. Natatakot kasi ako nasasabit yung likod ko sa high jump ko, pero yung mga track and field nalaro ko yun. So I love watching, during the Rio Olympics, na-enjoy ka talaga yung pag-watch noon, kahit yung mga replay. So there, and yes, so hina ka talaga and everything, magkakaroon ka ng injury, yun. Pero nung time na yun, wala naman ako nabalitaan na nagkakaroon ng doping. So, pero usually naman yung doping talaga makikita mo siya sa mga international sports. Yun yung mga something big at stake. Yung mga malaki yung mga papapanalunan. So, that's fame and money. So, people do that for that. So, let's talk about why would someone cheat on a game. So first is if a person or even if the team, because I would believe that you have a coach, right? So especially if, halimbawa yung nasa Philippine team ka, meron kang coach, meron yung mga national team, may mga coaches yan. So, bakit hindi nila nakita? So yun lang naman yung tanong ko. So hindi lang siya individual actually, but sometimes it's a team. And kung nabalitaan niyo yung sa Russia, it's the country. So the country actually allowed that thing to happen. And yung kanina na nabanggit ko, may mga laboratory who tampered the results. Kasi nga, di ba sabi ko kanina, you give your urine sample and your blood sample. And then they test those for those banned substances. And yun nga, na-find out na they dope their athletes. So, I believe they can play now sa 2021 kasi actually hanggang last year na ban sila eh. So, hindi ko pa nakita actually yung buong kasi ng Olympics, pero I believe they were banned actually. So, it was actually 4 years dapat, so parang na-shorten siya into 2 years and may mga bali-balita na they can play pero they will not represent their country. So, yeah, ganun yung nangyari. And yeah, it's not a fair play. And we all know that ang laging number one dyan, naglalaban lagi dyan, ang US, China, and Russia. So what does that tell you? So yun, what are your ideas about that? So why do people cheat in sports? Number one is winning. If they have this mindset, winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. So, yun, kasi malaking pressure yan eh. It's sometimes and usually, it's not only you who is pressuring yourself to be top, to be the number one, but your peers, especially if they have expectation and alam nilang magaling ka, may pressure ka na sa sarili mo, may pressure ka dahil sa paparating na and they also pressure you na dapat manalo ka and everything. So, yeah, if you have that mindset, winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. So, dun ka lang nakatuto. There's a chance that they will cheat. Next, task-oriented athletes focus on hard work and self-development, pero yan, pag ego-oriented athlete ka, it's focused or he or she is focused on being better than everyone else and believes skills to be a matter of innate ability. Ito yung mga walang growth mindset, hindi ginagamitan ng growth mindset. So, Yun, yun, kapag may talent kasi sila yung mga pinupush. And of course, they want to stand out and they want to prove to their peers, they want to prove to their family. And yun, nagkaroon na sila ng ego dahil nanalo na sila in the past. They would want to keep that. So, dahil talented daw sila, they would cheat. They would choose to actually cheat. So next is opportunity at hand. So alam naman natin na these people, pag nananalo ka and you're the champion, there are a lot of opportunities that will come. So you pwede ka maging endorser, and that's money, that's fame and money and a lot of things. Then they could choose to cheat. So alam mo, minsan hindi nila inisip talaga na gagawin nila yun, pero yun, dahil gusto nila yung opportunity and nagkaroon sila ng opportunity na mag-cheat, they cheat. So, number 4 is motivated by medals. So, yun nga. I could say what's behind that is ego, of course, and pride and fame. Of course, money is also one. So, if you're motivated to get that, then, um, you know, uh, one could actually cheat. I did not. I said could actually cheat. I did not say that you will cheat. Definitely, but it's not definite. It could, maaaring gawin mo yon. And then the next is exhaustion factor. Siyempre, athletes are also tao lang din sila. So minsan kasi it's exhausting, especially if you're preparing for a big event. Ano yan eh? Di ba may disiplina naman talaga na from day one, from day zero, magpre-prepare ka hanggang sa time ng event mo. Pero minsan, may mga nangyari at na-exhaust ka na. And alam mo yung sobrang prepared ka, tapos nung time ng event, pagod ka na. That is why, yung help kasi ng coach, marami kasing involved na. May coach, may dietitian maybe, I don't know with the Philippine team, pero in other countries, they have that. They all have those people who are helping them because they will represent the country. And, they will be the one who will tell you what should you eat, when should you eat, and things like that. Si Manny Pacquiao, ganun yung, may mga ganun siya. So, ano yung mga dapat gawin, mga hindi dapat gawin, naaral na kasi yon. But, yeah, for people who do not have that support, they come into exhaustion. So, they could actually go into cheating. So, there. So, hello everyone. Hi. Hi, Annalyn. Hello, Coach Lords. Hello, Master Coach Jasmine. Thank you for being here. And yun, what else could happen? So, these things are the reason why, can be the reason why one would actually choose to cheat. So, because that is cheating. Kapag nag-dope ka, to enhance your performance para ikaw yung manalo. That's cheating. So, yeah. And sometimes kasi yung other people would justify, but that's still cheating. That's that's not the truth. That's without integrity. So, in here, I would like to also add that yung mga nasabi ko kanina na ito kasing mindset, so kung makikita mo dito, a lot of mindset eh. Like yung number 1 na mindset mo, kailangan winning is the only thing. So kapag may mga ganun, may mga ego na involved, may pride, exhaustion, and opportunities, ano yung motivation mo, one could actually cheat. So these things happen. And some notes that I want to add here is, for us actually, who are who are spectators, we see people like mga champion, we see them as perfect people. I would say that we humanize them because people make mistakes. People are not perfect, and fans and spectators would actually see them as perfect human being, and that actually adds to their pressure. They want to prove you na they're actually perfect. So that's why that can actually pressure them into cheating. So there. I've read an article for one cyclist who actually said that he indeed used a doping substance, and he said that the reason why he did it because it's his childhood dream. It's his childhood dream to become that. Will I give up my childhood dream? That was the thought that is in his mind and that was when he was 15 years old, and he chose to cheat. But actually now he's actually telling people that it's not fair, and he's advocating of fair play and of anti-doping, of free doping sports. So, yun naman yung magandang nagawa sa kanya. Yun, he changed, and he actually did not continue to become best. So, yun, nagtuloy-tuloy na he gave up on his childhood dream actually. So, but mental health niya din kasi. So, maraming nangyari. He felt guilty of what he did and all those things. But in other studies, people, some wouldn't even feel guilty because they would justify that what they did is not cheating. But you know what? This is cheating. It's playing without integrity. So yeah, what's the truth? What's the truth behind your success? What's the truth behind you becoming the champion? And what I want you to do here is to actually reflect. Um, so yeah, okay. I'm seeing these guys. They are successful. They've done this. They're a good player. They play fair. I see some people who have won titles, but in the end, we learned that they are not true to themselves. They have dope. They have done something to cheat us, to cheat the game. How are you going to take that? And like for you, reflecting upon yourselves, because this one, that's them. You could be inspired by someone who is doing good in his life, in their lives. But how about you? What's your calling? What are you here to actually share in the world? Because these things, they became champion. This is their journey. Their journey is becoming the best athlete, the best in their sports, and the part of their journey is choosing to play fair or to cheat in the game. That's part of their journey, and their choice is theirs. And whatever the consequences of their choice, it's their responsibility. It's their conscience. It's between them and God. So if you're here, how about you? How are you seeing this in your life? Like if you're reflecting in your life, how are you living your life in truth and in integrity? And actually, I would always remember this because with Master Coach A, it's this. I have always known her to live by the truth. So it's just an easy decision for her because is it for God or not? So yeah, that's my question to you as well. As I was influenced, that's my question to you as well. Like, how are you living your life? Is it with integrity? Are you living with truth or what? So let's see some things that is related to this topic of cheating, if living your life in truth and integrity. So integrity. Um, the first picture, I just love this because it's two people, the other one helping the other one, and that is integrity. And you know what? If you feel that you're living, um, if you feel like cheating in life, even in life, if you feel like cheating in life, if you feel not doing the right thing in life, then seek some help. Or if you see someone not living the truth, then help them. Actually, it's in the topic of anti-doping, they're encouraging whistleblowers to actually say something. Hanggat hindi ka na pa naman nagsasalita, hindi ka whistleblower eh. Pero if you know something, you should say something. So, yun. Kasi, yun nga, may mga nagmamanipulate kasi ng results. So, how do you deal with that? So, if you know something, you should say something. So, yan, integrity, ethics, honesty, and respect. Those things, they go together. So, yes. So, how do you live a life of integrity, or how do you prepare yourself to live a life of integrity? I have two things for you. It's in two, what do you call this one? It's in two table and two columns. And the first column is our self-discovery. So that's number one. That's very, very important. Self-discovery is important. So first, you have to define your purpose. What's your purpose? We've talked about sports. So if you're an athlete and you're really pursuing something, that's good. That maybe is your purpose. That's one of your purpose, maybe. Then go for it. You have to discover and define what your purpose is. So, and in the Delta FX coaching tribe, if you are one person who you do not know your purpose in life and you are just so frustrated because you don't know what that is, then join us inside the Delta FX coaching tribe. And next, under self-discovery, for you to live a life of integrity, determine your values. What are your values? This is very important. Because some people, they would walk through life, they would go with the flow, and they don't know their values. They die not even knowing their values. Di ba? Dapat kapag namatay ka, yung sayings mo, yung motto mo in life, yung nandun sa, anong tawag dun? Sa lapida ba yun? Sa lapida mo, di ba? Hindi yung thoughts ng iba. Dapat thoughts mo yun eh. Kasi ikaw yun eh. Di ba? So, na-encourage ako na gagawa na rin ako ng, alam mo yun, nung thoughts to live by. At paano ka makakagawa ng thoughts to live by ng motto mo? Dapat alam mo yung value mo. What do you value in life? May iba-iba tayong values. Kahit magkakapatid, magkaiba pa rin kayo ng values. So, yun. Next would be classify your should, must, and would. Ano yung must sa'yo? Ano yung hindi mo give up kahit anong mangyari? Di ba? Because if you don't know yourself, kaya nga self-discovery is important. Because if you don't know yourself, pwede kang oo ka ng oo. Kasi mararamdaman mo yun, malalaman mo yun. But that's why it's a journey. You will have some experiences that will show you, that will unveil you what your values are, what your must and should be. So yun, ano yung mga pwede mo pang i-deal na, okay, so pwedeng half-half, pwedeng ano, pero ito hindi pwede. Don't touch this one. This is mine. I cannot give you this one. No. Dapat ma-determine mo kung ano yung mga yun. So, yun. Next would be, on the other side, so after mong mag-self-discover, would be this one. So, alam mo na kung ano yung values mo, alam mo na yung purpose mo, alam mo na yung dapat at hindi dapat, yung mga, alam mo yun, yung mga irrevocable, yung mga hindi mo ipagpapalit. Kung alam mo na yon, ang next na is, you live it. Talk the talk, walk the walk, you know. So, breathe it. Breathe it. So, first, under this is clarity. Yon. Be clear with your decisions. Pag sinabi kong ganito, ito yon at paninindigan ko. Iba naman yung pinagpipilitan mo, mali ka na nga, ayaw mo pa rin tanggapin. Hindi naman yun yung sinasabi ko. Ang sinasabi natin dito is, yung decision mo kasi according to your values, according to your purpose. So, alam mo dapat yun, clarity, na dapat sabihin mo sa tao na, okay, ito ako, ito yung ginagawa ko. So, yun, dapat ganun siya. Dapat clear ka doon. Para, kapag magdidesisyon ka, alam mo din. At yung mga tao, alam mo yun, di ba have you met a person who knows what she or he likes in life? And yun talaga yung sinusunod niya? Yeah. Di ba kahanga-hanga sila? Like, wow! Buti pa siya, alam niya kung ano yung kailangan niya, alam niya kung sino siya, at sinasabi niya na, ito ako. This is what I want in life, and I'm going to work for it. Di ba? Next, number two is don't double cross your own beliefs. So, yun, integrity yun kasi alam mo na ito yung values mo, pero dinefy mo pa rin. Pero, alam mo yun nga, dinoble cross mo yung sarili mo. So, yun, self-betrayal. So, yan. And it happens. So, later on, I'll say more about that. But yeah, that could happen, especially if nandun ka pa sa self-discovery. That could happen. But if you know yourself, if you have discovered yourself, if you know your purpose, if you know your values, then you will not double cross yourself. Next, number three is have a growth mindset. Be open with growth. Be open of what you need to learn because you don't know everything. I love people who would always have that humility that they have to learn something. They're there, they're doing well, they're doing okay, but they know that they have something more to actually learn because they are serving well, and these people they serve well. You know, those people who have growth mindset and they will always have a room for improvement, they serve well. So, yun. So, yun. Ang sabi ko kanina, I'll have notes for this one. Ang note ko dito, yes, you can do wrong. Maaring may mangyari. Pero it's not the end of the world. Like, if you're an athlete and you have cheated, it's not the end of the world. But don't live in that. Don't live in lies. Live with integrity. So this one, I love this one. Sabi niya, true heroes are made of hard work and integrity. So remember the word integrity. Sabi niya dito, at the end of the day, we are accountable to ourselves. Our success is a result of what we do. And kanina, when I was discussing about why people cheat and why people in sport cheat, is because a lot of those is because of other people. They want people to recognize them and, applaud them because they are motivated by medals and money and fame. But how about your relationship to yourself? Because you know in yourself that you have not done it with integrity. And your teammates know, and your coach know. So, because sometimes we live in a society where we want to please all people while they are not even related to us. Hindi nga sila nagpapakain sa atin pero concerned tayo sa sinasabi nila. Masyado tayong affected sa sinasabi nila. That's why you go back to this one. How to live a life of integrity. Dapat kilala mo yung sarili mo. I-discover mo kung sino ka. Dapat maging aware ka kung sino ka. Maging aware ka kung ano yung purpose mo, values mo, para hindi ka basta-basta, alam mo, masasway ng sinasabi ng ibang tao. Because, add ko lang dito sa second na quote from dito sa sinabi ni Catherine Pulsifer is, at the end of the day, at the end of your life, it is between you and God. Di ba? Hindi ka naman pwedeng, alam mo yung magrarason ka pa ba kay God na, kasi ganun-ganun eh. Di ba? Na-imagine mo ba nagrarason ka pa kay God? Na, kasi ganun eh. Kaya ko po ginawa yun kasi ganun. So, yun. Alam mo naman natin na God would want us to live with integrity. So, yan. Yes, sabi ni Master Coach Hasmin, know who you are and know your why. Tama po, Master. So, yon. Winning isn't everything, sabi ni Coach Nords. Yes. So, yon. And with this discussion, I would like to invite you to connect with the life coach today. You may call Coach Giselle 0917-586-1661 to have a discovery call and experience what it means to, work with a life coach, to have a conversation with a life coach. Because you know what? You're important. You are a champion and you are a big hero. Because a lot of times people cheat, people wants to be known, people are addicted to fame and motivated by medals and money because they believe that they are not important. And how do they become important? How do they become worthy? And how do they become accepted? Because they have achieved something, because of a title, because of a medal. And I hope you will not live your life like that, because that life is without integrity. You know in yourself that it's not true. And it's a dreadful life to live like that. So, yeah, connect with the life coach to learn more about yourself so that you can live a life of integrity. So, yes, I'm excited with your journey. Connect with us, connect with any life coaches inside Life Coach Philippines so that you'll know more about this um, amazing career, amazing. Uh, it's amazing to become a life coach and how you will be changed because you were coached. And it's funny, right? Because we're talking about sports, and you all know that in sports they have coaches. Because yes, you cannot win alone. In life, you cannot win alone, especially now if you are experiencing some difficulties, the more that you need a life coach. If you are winning in life, the more that you need a life coach. If you want to become the champion in your field, you need a life coach because you know this sports people, these champions, they have coaches. So connect with a coach today. And as we are talking about this, uh, cheating, living your life with integrity, living with the truth, I invite you to join me in this course because with this, if you want all this, you need to have courage to go through all this. So I have this coaching package. It's Courageous Living Coaching Program. It's a 6 module coaching program that will be run in 6 weeks. So uh, you'll have you'll have some activities. So on a Monday, I will be giving you the worksheets that you will finish up to the end of the week. Then we'll have a 30-minute coaching session about your experience, about that toolkit. Because yes, we use toolkit to allow you to process your thoughts. Yes. And you'll get a bonus from me, a gratitude e-journal. Because yes, to be courageous and to have a beautiful life, it starts with being grateful. Then at the end of this 6 week, we'll have a 90-minute coaching session as a wrap up so that you'll, you'll be empowered to live a courageous life, to live a life with integrity. So if you want to know more about Courageous Living Coaching Program, how to cope with stress, how to cope with everything that is happening in your life, but you want to win, but you want to live a life with integrity. But how can I live a life of integrity, Coach Cherry, if I have all these things, I have all these challenging things? I think I cannot do it in everything. If you have those conversations in your life, in your thoughts, in your head, then connect with me. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's just start with the conversation. Okay? Don't be afraid. I'm not going to ask you to pay now. Because, yeah, I know that for some people, they know that it's paid. Yes, it's paid. But at the onset, we can have a conversation. Okay? So, next would be this one. So, these are my details. Um, Message me if you want to have a conversation with me, and I would be excited to share with you what I know, to share with you, to have a coaching conversation with you, so that a discovery call maybe, so that you experience what it means to be coached, what it means to have a life coach. So message me, Cherry Minas, my Facebook account. My Facebook page is Coach Chair. Facebook group where I am inviting you to join me, the Delta FX Coaching Tribe for Transformation, and that is my number, 0949-732-5568. So, yes. And yeah. And aside from this, I am inviting you to this one. So, have you been seeing this? So, what is this, Coach Cherry? So if you are not yet a smart holder of B-Learning e-card, which is at your screen, it's on the left. That's the B-Learning e-card. Let me invite you personally to become a mental model collector like us and be part of B-Learning Society, the tent maker of B-Learning homes for mental fitness. As a B-Learning e-card holder, you'll enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic. Second, full access pass to the live monthly mental model masterclass by Master Coach A, plus a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. If you are new to the concept of mental model, a mental model is an explanation of how something works. It's a concept, framework, or worldview that you carry around in your mind to help you interpret the world and understand the relationships between things. Mental models are deeply held beliefs about how the world works. What are your mental models? And why mental models are important? They're very important because by building up a base of the most valuable and universal mental models, you are building up your trunks of knowledge that you can use for the rest of your life. Mental models are a critical category of knowledge that gets more relevant over time and can be applied across a wide array of different domains. The next mental model masterclass is on, mark your calendar, August 21 at 7 p.m. Philippine time. And Master Coach A will cover the polymath mental model. So you can see the other side, the other picture. So that's it. That's our polymath. Learn how you can combine skills and become the superstar in your field. So those are the invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional life coaches. This is the for those who wants to become a life coach. So for individuals who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, uh, like me, like us, Master Coach A now offers Go Activate, Go Create Life Coach Certification Program. And this is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life. So that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. It includes a 21-day web-based learning, 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. The program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect now with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. Have a conversation with Coach Rizal. If you have questions and all that, yeah, just connect with Coach Rizal. Don't if you have questions like, pwede kaya ako dito, kaya ko ba yan, then connect with Coach Rizal. Okay? So do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach Rizal for coaching for purposeful living at 4 p.m. Once again, this is Coach Cherry Minas from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Bye-bye.